Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. As they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Second down and 8. Here's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Allen on third. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Mahomes going to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds up past the 40. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there. You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 15 yards. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mahomes firing complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Hey, 43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Mahomes. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Dawson Knox, 51 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Allen now looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here taken in by Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Mixon will try the right side. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Allen's throw is caught here by Anderson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
56.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing is Allen on third. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Allen will try to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the... Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense are not set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, a throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The 20. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you? You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.